Welcome to Leeds United fans, or the return of Leeds United fans. There was originally two of us doing this, but we tapped out after the Crystal Palace game because we just we lost faith. But of course, I wanted to continue them, but Luke just lost his mojo. He couldn't cope with watching it anymore. He still watched the games, but he didn't really want to talk about them afterwards, which is understandable because we went down. And in truth, we kind of needed to go down in a way, because it's just, how do I say it? Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. Because when Leeds originally went down the first time, I was in my 20s, and I am now in my 40s, and when I got to see Leeds come back promoted, I was 40 years old, so that tells you how long we were out of there. And look, it's going forward now. I think going forward now, we were in the best possible position we could ever be in. Ideally, staying up would have been better, but unfortunately, the wrong horses backed in order. Radrazani gave him too much power, and it's all Captain Hindsight stuff now, really, isn't it? He's gone now. Radrazani is gone, soon to be gone, but I am here in Ireland, and it's Sunday evening, and I've footed my turf, and I'm having a beer, and I will hold a drink to Radrazani, and I will say thank you for all that you've done. It went spectacularly wrong in the end, and you may have tarnished your legacy in a lot of people's eyes, but when I look back over this time, I will think you came in, you took the club from that lunatic Colino. You've got the training ground back, you got the stadium back, the likes of Bielsa was brought in, Rafinha, all the young players, Willie Nanto, so on and so forth. Speculation about him, but again, all speculation. Don't believe anything you read in the media at the moment because it's all speculation. And I will say to Radrazani, thank you. Thank you very much. You've got us passed on to the 49ers enterprises with 5.5 billion apparently behind them. The ground is back, the stadium is back, the training ground is back, the stadium is back. We have a bunch of young talent. We've got a good nucleus for the championship. And with the right manager and right recruitment and the bedding of young players like Josef and Greenwood and Archie Gray and Sam Perkins, Creswell, Drama, we could be in a lot worse position than we are going down. So, thanks, Matt. And as I said, there'll be a lot of speculation about the future, and just treat it as speculation for now. The managers are going to be mentioned in the media, players are going to be mentioned in the media, but the sale has been agreed, so it hasn't officially been rubber stamped yet. So, anything you hear about managers coming in or players or whatnot, just take it all with a massive pinch of salt, because at the moment we're just waiting to see what happens next. And I'm looking forward to the future as a Leeds United fan again, because I think now we've got proper owners this time. We'll have proper money behind them that can expand the stadium, which is badly needed, because we know you couldn't get tickets for Leeds last 3 seasons. So if they could get another 10, it'll take 3 years anyway for the stadium to rebuild, should I say, expansion to happen because of all the due process. But that will give us time to get back up and re-establish ourselves, and hopefully now they'll make the right choices and they get the right manager, the right director of football. And as I previously said, we've got a good nucleus to work off. And if you look at the players we have, going forward, I can imagine Drama will stay because Luton are going to go down. Burnley are probably, they haven't got a good team either, let's be honest. They've got a good team for the Championship, well, that's a big step up to the Premier League, and all the teams in the Premier League are very established now and they've got money behind them. So I'm nothing against Burnley and I wish them well, but I think Drama might stay at Leeds now because of the future that's coming in. You've got Creswell, we'll have Ailing, possibly Rasmus Christensen, Cooper will be there. I imagine Strike will be there. Firpo is leaving looking like Firpo's definitely gone, but and Cock will probably leave as well. But so, and hopefully Wober stays. I wouldn't be very confident on that, but hopefully, because if we could keep a hold of him and a few others, like we would bounce back fairly handy. Like midfield will take a lot of work. We've got Sam Greenwood and Gravy and a few others. Like, but there's going to be a lot of changes in the midfield, I imagine. And up front, I imagine we'll keep Rutter because no one's giving us the money for him, and Nanto may head on loan with the agreement to come back if we're promoted. Rodrigo will definitely go, and I'd say Bamford will probably go as well, like, because all the abuse he received and leaks since that he was critical of the board and the team at a Christmas party and stuff. I think now his time at Leeds has come to a close. It's just, I don't agree with the abuse he received, but that's just football, isn't it? Especially when you're on the internet, you just crazy people out there, unfortunately. But I digress, and I don't believe it. There is an ice cream van outside my window. For fuck's sake, it's 9:05. Oh, come on, ice cream van. Anyways, looking forward. We've got the right owners now. We need the right manager. We need the right director of football. We've got a massive fan base. And this is the Centuria jersey here. We're around a long time, and I've been following this club for a long time, and we're going to find out now who the real fans are now, and who are the plastic ones that just joined for the sake of we're back in the Premier League. And it's not going to be fun next season. The time's going to all these places again that we went to for so many years, but I think the fact that they went down has reduced the asking price from something like 400 million to 170 million. So straight away, by default, the money is there for the stadium expansion. So that's making it easier for them and to be able to recruit players within the reason. And I honestly think we should bounce straight back. And again, thank you to Radrazani for leaving us in this position compared to all of our previous owners, going back to, God, the last time I could think of a reasonable owner was in the 90s. So things could be a hell of a lot worse as Leeds United fans, and I will be doing these videos again when actual news happens. I won't be doing videos on speculation, because I've said it's all speculation unless it comes from Phil Hare or Romano. I just ignore it. No. It's just not even worth my time to making a video, and not worth your time watching me talking about it. And if other content creators are doing that, it's completely fine. I'll watch them probably, but I'll just stick to the stuff. I'll just stick to what's currently happening and chatting about matches. And who knows, maybe Luke will come back again when the season kicks on, and if we're doing well, he was happy to do it. He just got so disheartened near the end, watching us get ship goals left, right and centre. And he didn't even watch the Spurs game the last day of the season. He was away for the weekend, and I kind of envy him because I was just depressed watching that. I just got when the second goal went in, I was just like head down. I was just like, well, that's it now anyway. But sure, look at Leeds United have been through everything over the years. Like, we've seen this all before. At least this time now, we're not going down having to sell all our stadium, our ground, all our players rely on loan signings, the Lone Rangers as we were known back in the day. Didn't we go something like 40 players in a season or something ridiculous? Just absolutely shambolic what the past was. And this time we're going into the Championship richer than most Premier League clubs. So there's a lot to look forward to now again. We've just got to hope that everything is done right, and I have faith that the 49ers enterprises have their best interests at heart, because they wouldn't have made the purchase unless they believed in the project. And they've seen financially, we were something like in the top 20 clubs in the world for turnover, and Elland Road, he couldn't get into it. So they looking forward. They think, right, we rebuild this squad, we go back up. We could easily get 60,000 people into that stadium every week. No exaggeration. And with the right players, the fans, the rabid fans, the 11th, the 12th man is there. I think that we could be a hell of a lot worse off than we currently are, because we've got rid of Orta, we've got rid of Rad Razani, who, again, I thank him for all that he done, but he hadn't the money to take us forward. And people say he made a big profit on this. No, he did not. He didn't. I think he invested 100 million of his own money along with the 40 million, and then he wrote off a loan of 40 million to the club as well too. So he's probably only breaking even on this deal in the end. But he walked away. He gave the club over, and we're going to rebuild, and we will be back. And I will be back with news as it happens. And thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.